Hello everyone, my name is Missy-Maddie and today I will teach you how to build this wee cupcake cottage that you see behind me here. What possessed me to make a cupcake house I don't know, but I'm super happy with how it turned out and I hope you guys love it too. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and for now, enjoy the video. Okie dokie, so let's just get straight into things. First thing is you're going to want to create a cylinder with a radius of 5 blocks, and to do that we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, count 2 diagonally and then place another 5, 1, 2, 3, whoops, 3, 4, 5, 2 diagonally, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2 diagonally, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then another 2 diagonally, and this is going to be the basic shape of your house. I'm then just going to find the center point and mark that in just to make my job a little easier, and that is right there. I'm just going to bring this up to be 4 blocks high just to help visualize the shape. For the walls I'm using stripped birch log. You can sort of use any colour palette you like, but I think it looks sort of cupcakey. I'm then just going in with a bunch of birchwood planks to fill in my flooring space. So just go ahead and fill that space we've created in. You should end up with something that looks like this. Then we're going to work on bringing our walls up. To do this, you're going to want to count up 12 blocks, starting from this floor that we've created. So rather than counting up 12 from the grass level like this, you're going to want to count up 12 from this floor here. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So you're then going to want to add in a birch balcony. I'm just going to fly up and show you the dimensions of that. So it should be sort of 2 blocks and then 1 block, and the sides will be 7 blocks wide. So we've got 7, 2, 1, 2, 7. And if you follow that pattern you should be right. At the front it's a little bit different because you've got these stairs sticking out. The dimensions of the balcony aren't too important, however, so if you do make a mistake don't worry too much. As long as you've got something wrapped around the front it's going to look pretty good. You're then just going to want to wrap some crimson fence all the way around the front as you see me doing here. Super easy. Oops. Just like that. So now we've basically got the sort of main frame of the house complete. We're going to work on the door frame now. So you're going to need to get some crimson stairs and some crimson planks. I'm also just going to grab some crimson slabs. I don't think we'll need them for the doorway, but you know, just in case. You're then going to want to find the center block of your front piece and cut in a little 1x2 doorway. Just lay some bricks down. Oh, and you're also going to want to grab a crimson door for yourself. Now to make this sort of circular door frame, you're going to want to place 2 crimson stairs facing into the door and an upside down crimson stair on the back of that, a full block of crimson planks on the top of that upside down square, some crimson planks facing into the door frame, so the back of the crimson planks are facing into the door frame. We'll just repeat that on the other side, so an upside down crimson stair, a full block of crimson planks, and a crimson stair with its back facing into the build. Once you've gotten this far, you're going to place some upside down crimson stairs on the back of the crimson stairs we just placed, so you have something that looks like this, and then just some full crimson planks on the top to finish it off like that. So it should have something that looks like this. If we go inside, it's looking a little bit dismal, but that will be fixed shortly. Just place your door there for now. I know it looks a little ugly, but we'll come back to that. So once you've put in your doorway, just like this, we're going to work on sort of like the frosting, for lack of a better word, at the front of the build. So you're going to want to look at your full crimson blocks on the doorway that you've made here. Count 1 block of birch log up, and then place some smooth quartz blocks, and you're going to just wrap those all the way around the build as you see me doing here. Don't worry about adding any detailing just yet, just get that initial sort of positioning in and worry about the rest later. So super easy, just like that. Before we do any of the detailing, I'm just going to show you where to put your windows. So I'm just going to grab some red stained glass panes. I'm using Mizuno 16 craft for my texture pack, which creates this really nice sort of pink diamond pattern, which I really like. And for the windows, they are 1x3 blocks, and there are 2 for every 5 blocks, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there are 2 windows on each side, with the exception of this back wall here. I'm only going to put in 1x3 window just because I want to build a kitchen in here, and having 2 windows in that wall will make the kitchen a little bit difficult to build, so I'm just going to leave 1 window. You do whatever you like, it's not really that important. So we should have something that looks like this. We're then going to work on some of the detailing of our frosting, if you like, and to do that you're basically just going to want to create some really random drips, for lack of a better word. I don't really know what you'd call it, as if the frosting is sort of dripping down the build, however. And to do that, I'm just sort of placing more smooth quartz, yeah, that's what it's called, smooth quartz, just like that, pretty randomly around the build, and just sort of eye it so it looks good to your eye. I'm then going to go in with a mixture of smooth quartz stairs to finish off the edges, just like this. And it just looks a little more like drips in my opinion. You can put them sideways as well if you like, just whatever looks right to your eye, for lack of better explanation. But yeah, it needs to look like it's dripping down the cake. You can also use slabs if you like, if you just want to make something a little bit longer without giving it that stair edge. I hope I explained that well, but yeah, just really random. Don't have to put too much thought into it. Okay, so I have some frosting drips that are looking like that. Like I said, don't stress too much about how it looks. It's supposed to look really random. You're then going to want to get some grass blocks if you're in creative, or just dirt if you're in survival, and place 3 on the front of the house to create a little window box. You're then going to want to grab some crimson trapdoors and just sort of snap them all around the edges like this, just like that. I'm going to put in some oxeye daisies, some dandelions, and I think we'll go a peony for the middle one. Use whatever flowers you like. I just like that color combination. And yeah, it's starting to look pretty good. We're then going to work on our top floor windows. You're going to want to cut in 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, oh whoops, put my peony back in. Put in 2 1x3 windows on each side, leaving 2 blocks of stripped birch log at the top, as you can see me doing here. And again, I'm just going in with that red stained glass. You can just use clear stained glass if you would prefer, though. It's not too important, the colours. Yeah, just going all around. Now before we do anything else, I'm just going to go in and put our second floor, like internal floor in, just so we don't get too confused. And that's going to go pretty much, you should, if you've done the dimensions right, there should be 1, 2, 3 blocks in between these 2 windows. So pretty much just chuck your floor in the middle there. It should feel pretty natural where to place the floor. But if we're getting technical, it should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Place the floor on the 6th wall block. Yeah. Sorry, I know I'm terrible at explaining these things, but yeah, thanks for bearing with me. And just leave a hole for your ladder to go in at the top here. Now we're going to get to work on our roof, which is kind of the fun part, I suppose. You're going to want to get some crimson stairs and full crimson planks. And to start, we're just going to place crimson stairs around like you see me doing here. When you get to the sides, make sure the crimson stairs are pointing either to the front if you're working at the front, or to the back if you're working to the back. The stairs should never be pointing to the sides, just to the front and back. So yeah, the only time the stairs point to the sides are on the actual 5, you know, the sides, I have no idea what I'm saying, the row of 5 blocks that actually point to the side. Otherwise they should be pointing to the back or the front. That makes no sense, I'm sorry, but you can see what I'm doing in the video, so hopefully I didn't botch that too much. So once you've got your first layer of roof stairs in, you're going to get some crimson planks and place them sort of all around, directly on top of the stripped birch logs, as you see me doing here. And the pattern of the stairs that we'll be doing today is one that I do in a lot of videos actually, and it is just 1 stair, 1 block pattern. Super easy. Again, you're going to go up by 1 full block of crimson planks and run those all around. And on top of those, we're going to place some more stairs. Full block, and pretty much just continue this pattern until you reach the top. There are some slight changes we'll make once we've finished this main pattern, but we'll cross that bridge when we come to it, just to avoid confusion. You'll eventually get to a point where it starts becoming square-like, yeah, and that's how you know you've sort of done it correctly, I guess. Once you are able to form a square, a 1, 2, 3, a 5x5 square at the top like this, you're going to want to start cutting out the corners of the build so that it becomes sort of like still a 5x5 block square, but the corners are cut out like that, and I'll show you why we're doing that in a second. In those corners you're going to place upright stairs rather than full blocks, and this just sort of tapers the ceiling in a little bit nicely. I hope I explained that well enough, but you can see what I'm doing. And you'll just do the same thing all the way up, only this time you'll have a 3x3 square with the corners cut out. And again, those corners have their stairs facing towards the front, facing out towards the front and out towards the back like this, not off to the sides. Once you've reached the sort of final top block, you're going to count up 3 full blocks just like that, and that's as far as we're going to go on the top bit, on the top swirl for now. We're just going to finish off the rest of this ceiling. So the first thing we can do is just go in and fill these gaps. There'll just be like these little gaps here of stripped birch log. Just fill those in with full crimson planks as you see me doing. And then it's probably easier to just go inside and fix the inside gaps internally. It's just a little easier to see where they are. Just sort of fill her up like this. So there is a little bit of detailing that we need to do on the roof before we can continue. So you're gonna grab some crimson slabs and basically just add them all the way around the perimeter of the roof, as you see me doing here, even in the corners, just all the way around. You shouldn't have to think too hard about it, just add them to the perimeter until they link up at the front here. So it should look something like this. It looks a little wizard hattish at the moment, but I'll show you what we're going to do. You're then going to want to take these 3 front stairs out and add in full blocks, and you're going to want to do that all the way up. You take out the stairs and add full blocks on the middle 3, yeah, until you get to the layer that only has 3. So let me try and explain that again. The stairs of the roof should be 5 blocks long, and in the center 3 blocks you're going to place a stack of like full crimson planks and then add crimson stairs on top of those until it connects up to the top, and then you're just going to add 1 full block of crimson stairs, and yeah, so basically the center block sort of sticks out a little bit more. You should end up with something that looks like this, nice and thick. You're then going to want to grab some crimson fence, and right underneath you're just going to wrap a layer of crimson fence all around here, just to sort of give the illusion of the roof being a little bit more built in and supported. Not that Minecraft has any semblance of realistic physics, and not that I know anything about physics, but yeah, it looks pretty in my opinion. So the only thing we really have left to do is add our swirl on the top, and to do that you're going to need crimson planks and crimson stairs and crimson slabs. So you're going to want to have 2 full blocks of crimson planks on the top just like this, and then you're going to want to take some crimson slabs and have them facing towards the right as you see here. On the back of these crimson stairs you're going to add 2 full blocks of crimson planks just like this, and then on the end of those 2 blocks you're going to have some more crimson stairs facing towards the right. Underneath those stairs you're going to place a full block of crimson planks with another set of upside down crimson stairs facing to the right. should have something that looks like this. You're then going to want to place in an upside down crimson stairs facing in towards the left this time, and then some more upside down crimson planks facing towards the right in this sort of corner here. So we've basically finished the swirl. The last thing that you need to do is take 2 crimson slabs and put them on the top there just to make it look a little thicker, and voila, you have made your cupcake cottage. If you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching my cupcake cottage tutorial. I really hope you enjoyed it, and please don't forget to like and subscribe. I'd love to have you back for the next video. Until then, thanks for watching.